Hey guys, welcome to Troy Time. Hey, we have a must-see, don't miss video for you today. We're talking about the double cup method of planting, okay? People use this around the world, tons of people use this. We're gonna show you how to supercharge it, make it the best thing out there, okay? So stay tuned and show this to your friends and neighbors. If they're gardeners, they're gonna like this one a lot, I promise, okay? We're supercharging the double cup method coming up next. This is part 4 of our series on combining different planting methods, and that's what we're doing today, and we're going to have some awesome results. So let's get to it. Tons of gardeners worldwide use the double cup method. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it real quick, okay? Usually it's 2 solo cups, okay? And what you have is dirt. Tonight we'll be simulating dirt with clay pebbles because I don't want to dirty up my whole table, right? But you have 2 cups. You have 2 solo cups, okay? You have the top one filled with dirt with holes cut in it, okay? And then what you do is you have the bottom one with a small reservoir. Some people will put pebbles, some people will put marbles, some people will put a rock or two, or some people will put a pool noodle, but something that acts like a spacer so that when you nest these 2 cups together, you have a reservoir and then you have a container with dirt and your seeds in it, okay? And what that does is that allows that plant to bottom water, to sub-irrigate, okay? And the roots will reach down, and then they'll get into the nutrients, or sometimes water, but usually the nutrients on the bottom vessel, okay, in the reservoir. So it makes for an awesome plant starting system. People use this to start seeds. Even a lot of professional gardeners use this to start seeds, okay? And it's great, and it works really, really well. But it does come with a few little headaches, okay? We're gonna talk about a couple of those, and we'll show you some examples and what we can do to fix all of it, okay? That's coming up. Number 1, they can take up a lot of space, okay? If you're running like 20 of these things, 15 to 20 of these things, they can cover a whole table or a whole counter or a whole countertop, right? They take up a lot of space. They're growing a lot of plants, but they do use a lot of space when they're actually all spread out, okay? Number 2, there's a very small reservoir, so you have to water them quite often, usually daily once the plants get growing. So it can take a little time when you've got 15 or 20 of these to go through and water each one. And you're usually doing it daily. Watering can be a little problematic because as you go through and you pick them up to water them, you've got to remove the top cup and then you've got to pour the liquid into the bottom cup. Both your hands are kind of entangled at this point, and oftentimes if you're not careful, you can spill out all the liquid. If it overflows, it can spill out, and it's just a little bit precarious, okay? So watering it can be a little difficult. Oftentimes as the plant grows, this can get very top heavy. And what can happen is the plant can tip over and then you're spilling dirt on your floor or on your carpet or whatever surface you're using. It can get a little messy, okay? I guarantee anyone that's done this with any sort of volume has knocked over several. And sometimes you'll break the plant or the stem of your favorite plant, and it's just, we've all been there as gardeners. You take the good with the bad. But we're going to show you ways to eliminate that. It can be a bit limiting as your plant starts to get bigger. You've got to get it out of this into something else. Otherwise, your roots can get bound up in that small little container. Okay, guys. In part 3, the video just before this of combining our methods, we talked about this guy, okay? We just made a simple cracky vessel by using a sprouting lid nested into a solo cup. It's awesome. You should go check the videos. There's a lot of uses for these, okay? And what we did is we put it in a tower to be a standalone cracky tower, okay? And it works awesome, right? So that looks like this. So we take it, our plants are growing here, our seeds are our plant, and we stick it in here, and that holds everything secure in a tower, okay? And so that makes it awesome, right? So that works great for doing microgreens and doing greens and things like that. So the problem comes along if we're using the double cup method and we try and repeat it exactly like that, where we just drop it in, we're gonna run into problems. As you can see, that's a pretty tight fit. If we use our double cup method and try to reproduce that exact process, we run into problems because there's a very tight fit on these. And when we put the double cup method in there and we put it in place, this is actually going to stop the next level from being stacked. It's going to interfere with the stacking process because this is just too tall, okay? So it's already a tight fit when we have just a single cup. That's already a tight fit. So we need all of this space in order for the feet of the next pot to come down. So the double cup method, just dropping it in, is just going to be too tall, okay? And it's going to interfere with the process of actually stacking these up. So we can't do it like that. Okay guys, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to supercharge the double cup method. It's still the double cup method, but instead of having the second bottom reservoir cup be a solo cup, it's going to be directly one of the stackable planters, okay? So we're going to take it out like this here, and then we're going to put it in. And this is now, that stackable planter actually becomes our bottom cup. And that's wonderful, guys. That is amazing because it's going to solve every one of our headaches, okay? Think about it. So now, instead of having this tiny little reservoir like here, we've got the entire space of that planter to use as a reservoir. So you don't have to water it nearly as often. Whereas these you're normally watering daily. These, depending on your plant size, you can go several days without watering them, okay? So you're going to water them less often. Number two, you don't have to lift these up or anything when you're watering them. There's a tiny little space right here. And if you've got either a funnel or if you've got something with a nice long lip on it like this, you can just water it just like that. And you never even have to take them out. Additionally, you're not watering one at a time, you're watering three. So you're watering less often, you're watering three at a time, and you don't even have to touch them. You don't have to lift them or anything. So to do this whole tower takes about this long. Now, anyone that's done the double cup method with 20 of these knows that gets them about through 1 cup, maybe 2, right? And so they're there for the next 10, 15 minutes trying to water all the other ones and going through all the steps we talked about. So you don't have to water it as often. You don't have to lift anything up when you do it. It's a larger reservoir, so it's going to hold more nutrients. And nothing's going to overfill or tip over because it's all supported by the stack of the other ones. So it works out amazing. It's not going to get too top heavy because it's got counterbalances on the other side. So simply by nesting the top cup into the stackable tray, you've eliminated all the headaches of that system and you've just supercharged it and make it super easy to do. Normally 15 to 20 solar cups would fill this whole table up, right? And now they can all be nested and take up, you can hold this almost in your hand. This is less than 1 square foot of foot space. So it works out awesome, guys. It's awesome. Also, if you're growing next to a window with the double cup method, you usually have to go through and either shuffle different lines closer to the window and rotate everything around or twist every single individual cup. But for this, it rotates, right? So if you wanted to turn it, you turn them all as one. So if you're trying to expose them all equally to the sun, all you have to do is just turn all of them in unison instead of going to each cup, moving them in line, building up lines in front of the window, marching the cups forward, twisting and turning each individual cup. Instead of doing all that, they all move together, okay? So let's recap, okay? First off, space. You've got a vertical tower. You could put 4 or 5 more on this. These things are super stable. And they're more stable the more weight they have on them. So you're going to use far less space. You're going to take far less time to water them. You don't have to touch them. They're not going to fall over. They're easier to water. They're easier to turn and move all in unison. There are just a ton of advantages in using the stackable towers with the double cup method, all right? So I'm hoping right now, anyone that's done the double cup method, their eyes are huge going, oh my gosh, yes, right? Because this guys, I love this. Double cup method with the stackable tower, totally the way to go, right? So hopefully this is good timing on this video. This is what a lot of people should be doing right now, getting their gardens ready, using that double cup method. Stick that top cup right in here and make that your double cup method going forward. It's going to solve a ton of problems for you, stop a lot of headaches, and just make your gardening that much more fun to do. We're going to continue and press on, adding even more good stuff, if you can believe it, in this series. We're just going to keep pressing on, showing you lots more great tips, guys. So hopefully you're following along. This was video 4. Pass this video on to your friends, guys. Anyone that's gardening indoors is going to love it. And you can even do this outdoors, right? So we're going to cover all that coming up. There's tons of videos in this series. It's really good stuff, guys. Hopefully that's coming through. Anyways, this is Troy time. This is what we do. There's tons of videos coming. To those of you that are more of a fan of the canning videos that I do, or the survival videos, or any of my other videos, those are coming too, okay? Right now it's gardening season, so we're hitting it hard. But soon we'll be bouncing into those videos as well. But like this video, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Guys, this is really a good one. I like this one a lot. So hopefully you do too. Let me know in the comments. This is Troy time. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here. Like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to see you real soon. I'm making videos like crazy, guys, so check back every day. I'm putting these out every day, every other day. I'm trying to get this whole series done in a week, all right? So I'm just rapid fire giving you all these tips that I've been prototyping over the winter. I told you they're all working great. Hopefully you think so too. And let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Thanks for being here, guys. This is Troy time. I'm out.